Last episode, you learned to read a chart. The candles, the trend, the floors and ceilings. But that raises an obvious question. Where do you actually open one of these charts, and how do you set it up so it helps you instead of overwhelming you? Today, we build your charting cockpit. By the end, you will know exactly how to pull up any stock and arrange its charts so it is calm, clear, and useful. First, the tool itself. To look at charts, you use a charting platform, and by far the most popular one is a free website and app called TradingView. Type in a company, and instantly you get its live, interactive chart with every tool a trader could want. And here's a fact worth pausing on. For decades, this kind of power lived only inside a machine called the Bloomberg Terminal, which cost professionals around $24,000 a year. Today, a teenager with a phone gets 90% of that for free. The cockpit that was once locked away in banks is now open to everyone. So let's set it up. And there are really just a few decisions that matter. Decision 1, the simplest. Pick your symbol. Every stock has a short code called a ticker. Apple is Apple. Microsoft is Microsoft. Type the ticker, and the chart for that company fills your screen. Easy. Decision 2 is the most important setting on the entire platform, and beginners almost always ignore it. The time frame. This decides what a single candle represents. You can set each candle to be 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, even 1 minute. And changing it transforms the chart completely. Picture the very same stock. On a monthly chart, it looks like a calm, slow climb up a hill. On a 1-minute chart, that same stock looks like a violent, terrifying earthquake. Same company, same day, wildly different feeling, just because you changed one setting. This is why the time frame is not a technical detail. It is a reflection of who you are. A long-term investor lives on the weekly and monthly charts, where the daily noise disappears and the real direction shows. A day trader lives on the 1-minute and 5-minute charts, hunting tiny moves. So before anything else, ask yourself which one you are and set your time frame to match. Choosing a trader's time frame when you're really an investor is a fast way to scare yourself out of a perfectly good long-term holding. Decision 3, the chart type. By default, you will usually see the candlesticks we learned last time, and for most purposes that is exactly what you want because candles carry the most information. But sometimes, to see the big picture cleanly, you can switch to a simple line chart, just the closing prices connected. Candlesticks for detail, a line for a calm overview. Pick whichever answers the question you're actually asking. And decision 4 is less a setting than a discipline. Keep it clean. TradingView lets you pile dozens of colorful indicators onto your chart, and beginners almost always do, until the screen looks like a control panel from a spaceship and they can no longer see the price itself. Resist that. A clean chart is a readable chart. Start with just the candles and the price. Add a single tool only when you actually understand what it does and why. Clarity beats complexity every single time. So that is your cockpit, set up in 4 calm decisions. The ticker, to choose the company. The time frame, to match your style and your nerves. The chart type, candles or line, for the question at hand. And the discipline to keep the whole thing clean enough to actually read. With those, you can open any stock on Earth and see it clearly in seconds. Now, the honest reminder, the same steady drumbeat under this whole series. A beautiful, well-arranged chart is still only a window. It shows you what the price has done. It does not tell you what to do, and it certainly cannot see the future. And there is a very real psychological trap hiding in this tool. The shorter the time frame you stare at, the more anxious and impulsive you become. Many calm, sensible long-term investors have been turned into jittery, over-trading wrecks simply by watching a 1-minute chart all day. If you are investing for the long run, the single healthiest thing you can do with this powerful cockpit is zoom out and then close the laptop. So look back at the question we started with. Where do you even open a chart, and how do you tame it? You have your answer now. A free platform that once cost a fortune, arranged with 4 simple choices into something clear instead of chaotic. The tool was never the hard part. Knowing your own time frame and having the discipline to keep things simple always was. I'll see you in the next one, where we read what those candles are actually saying. Until then, keep it simple, and when in doubt, zoom out.